Hey YouTube land, it's me, Dr. John Paul here with another video for your viewing pleasure. Have you ever been asked a question that made you want to slap the living mess out of somebody? I bring to you the top 5 things that I get tired of hearing as a queer black man. Number 1, do you do hair or makeup? I want you to keep in mind that anytime that you ask this question to a queer black man, you're automatically inferring that all queer black men do hair and do makeup. And that, my friend, is a stereotype. Number 2, the misappropriation of queer black vernacular. Reading, the library, shade, all popular terms that are used in social media. But do you really truly understand or know the background of where these terms came from and how they became popular in the first place? By utilizing terms and concepts and vernacular that doesn't belong to you, you're not only culturally appropriating something that was never meant for you in the first place, but you're ultimately not giving the credit to those who made the terms popular. Many of these words create community for queer black men. And with that being stated, if you're not a part of that community, you may just want to rethink why you utilize those terms in the first place. Number 3, you're destroying the black family. This is something that I heard my entire life, but it's important to understand that queer black men don't have the responsibility of keeping the black family together. What should be challenged is the idea of what truly is affecting the black family. Racism, marginalization, oppression. The fact that many black fathers can't find jobs the way that they want to, or even have access to equitable education, is truly the problem for the black family. When you make the assumption that queer black men are responsible for the entire black family, you're ultimately saying that all men are responsible for the weight and the success of their family. There should be an equal partnership between two individuals who decide to procreate and create a child. Black father, black mother, adoption. However, whatever makes you feel good. The reality is that queer black men are not responsible for the success of anyone's family. Number 4, you have a homosexual demon inside of you. This idea that there is a demon living inside of queer black men is something that was created by the church. Not all folks have Christian beliefs or ascribe to Christian ideals. This idea that queer black men are living with some sort of spiritual being inside of them that makes them act in a really scary and weird way is not only problematic, but it's painful. It's unfair to make the assumption that only queer men of color are struggling with different issues in relation to their sexuality. I myself, as a queer black man, have spent many years and much time in therapy trying to understand many of the things that folks said about me and my sexual identity. Number 5, oh, it's not racism, it's just a preference. It's not racism, it's just a preference. When did I become a food group? When did I actually become something other than a human individual? For some individuals like myself, race has always been an issue in relation to my experience within the queer community. And so when you utilize statements like, oh, it's not racism, it's just a preference, you're automatically inferring that you have a problem with queer black men. Black, bottom line. And that problem oftentimes can be racist. In closing, one has to understand the historical content to why these questions and why these comments are so painful. Back in slavery times, if a man was seen to be effeminate, he was oftentimes tortured, raped, or even murdered. Well, I have no problems with sharing any experiences about my black and queer identity. What I do have a problem with is folks inferring that many of my identities are problematic. So think to yourself, the next time you ask a question in relation to the experience of a queer black man, are you genuinely asking the question because you really want to know? Or are you asking the question just to be messy? I want to say thank you to everybody who watched this video. Please subscribe below and follow me on all social media. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Bye!